Okay, welcome. In this lesson, what we're going to review is how to quickly make a web page in Adobe Bridge. You'll see I'm in Bridge right now. I've already rated my images. We'll pretend that I did all the tweaking that I've wanted to do, and I'm ready to now create this web page. I want to share them with the person in the photos, let's say. So the first thing I am going to do is I have my rated shots. I have my 3s and my 5s. I kept in mind when I was rating them, some shots would make the web page, so I wanted to give them some kind of rating. You'll see that no ratings, if you look on the left, only 17 shots didn't get rated. So basically everything else made the cut for at least the web page. Might not get to print, but for my purposes, for proofing purposes especially, I want to show this guy the shots that we took. So right now I'm just viewing those that have 3 stars and 5 stars. So the first thing I will do in Bridge is select all of these shots. So I now have them selected. I held down Command A, which is the shortcut, but if you forget, go up to Edit and select all. You see the shortcut on the right. Try to get used to using the shortcuts. So now I have the shot selected. I'm going to, on the upper right, go to the Output panel. In the Output panel, I have some pre-made templates, and that's what will make my life a lot easier. Notice I have PDF on the left here in this Output panel, and then I have Web Gallery. I've used this before, so my template is set to HTML gallery. I'll click that so you can see there are other choices. I'm going to stick with the HTML gallery because people can save the images from there. So if you don't want to share your shots, you wouldn't want to use this HTML unless, of course, you're putting some kind of copyright symbol on your photo so they can't take them. I don't like people to constantly call me and say, hey, can you give me that shot? Can you do this? Can you do that? Just because it makes too much work for me, so I just assume share them, but I'm not doing this to make money per se. Okay, so I'm going to keep it on HTML gallery, and what I'm going to do is title the gallery. You see I have this surfer's name is Patrick, so I'll call it Patrick Surfing. That'll be, you'll see that come up. That's just the title of the gallery. You can type other information here. It makes it easier for people to find if you want to share it. The other thing you can put is your own name, which I will. Email address if you want people to be able to contact you. So I'll put that in. Copyright information, obviously you can fill in or not. This color palette you'll see in a minute. All these different choices of the colors. You have some control over the template. Yes, it's a template, but they're giving you some control to change the appearance and the way the color palette looks. Appearance, I like to show file names. The reason I show file names is so that if somebody does contact me, what they'll say is, hey Gail, can I have shot number IMG underscore 1824, whatever it might be. But that makes my life easier. Columns, 3 columns, 3 rows. You'll see in a minute. I am going to give this gallery a name. Again, I'll probably call it the same thing. Patrick Surfing. For the moment, I'm just going to go back up to the top and do refresh preview. What that's doing is giving me a sense of what this will look like. So let me just hit refresh preview, and now I have a general idea of what my page would look like. The bad news is I didn't make sure I had them all selected once I got to this output view. So I'd have to go back and do that again. That's why only one shot came up here. So let me go back. Command A, I make sure I have them all selected. I did before, but when I switched to this output panel, I lost that. Everything else should be fine, so I'm going to do refresh preview again, and now I should get a better indication of what this web page would in fact look like. It's just a preview, so I haven't saved anything yet. It's just giving me an idea of what the page would look like. If I put the cursor over the shot, you have gives you an indication of what that would look like. If I click on the shot, then it would go to the larger image. So I'm going to go back, and now what I'm going to do, the preview looked good to me, so I am going to in fact save this. And this is where this is important. Save location. You do have to be very mindful of where you're putting this. For my purposes, I'm just making this simple web page. I'll eventually upload it, but for now I'm just going to put it on the desktop. I don't have to create a new folder because I've already set that up. See, this gallery name is surfing, Patrick Surfing, so I should be all set on that. I am now going to be sure I hit the save button.